Welcome to your new favorite band, the podcast brought to you by the LA Maybe. And now, your hosts, Dallas Dwight and Drizzle Silvera.
Welcome back to your new favorite band. I am Dallas Dwight.
And I'm Drizzle Silvera. What's up, guys?
All right, we are here today with a very special interview with our friend Matt James from beloved band Blacktop Mojo. Without any further ado, let's go ahead and check that out now. Well, Matt James, thanks so much for joining us on your new favorite band. Today, Blacktop Mojo is our new favorite band. We're excited to have you on the show. How's it going?
Going good, brother. How are you guys?
Man, we're doing good. It's been a long time coming that we were, trying to talk to you. We have the same publicist, and that's kind of how we've got connected and stuff. So I'm glad we get a chance to sit down and chat. So, what's new in the Mojo camp? What's been going on with you guys?
Not a lot, man. Just having a bunch of babies. Everybody's having babies in our camp, dude. There's something in the water. That shit's contagious.
Is it sperm? Sounds like sperm's in the water.
It must have been sperm, I guess.
I'm the only one in the band with kids, and I still haven't figured out what it is. But I got 3 of them.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess you stayed away from everybody. You didn't cough on them or spread that.
It's like
around.
It's like COVID. Everybody's got it.
I think I've
man.
I think I've found out what it was, though. I think we need to stop washing our underwear in the same load because apparently we're pretty potent. But that's the only thing I can think.
Could be.
Yeah.
Could be.
So you just had your first, right?
Yeah, it was my first.
Congratulations. Oh, that's awesome, man. That was my first. Was a boy.
Yeah.
That's awesome. What has aside from the obvious answer of everything, what has changed in your life, specifically after having a kid, as far as it comes to being in a band and being a musician?
Can y'all hear me all right? Y'all broken up a little bit.
I can hear you good.
Yeah, we got you.
All right, cool. As far as being a musician, I don't know. It's a little bit harder to leave now, for sure. My little boy's 2 months old now, so we had to leave about 3.5 weeks after he was born. So that was that was pretty tough.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, leaving when they're that little. But a lot more FaceTimes, a lot more calls home, for sure. And I don't know. Everything that sucks is just better because you just got this little ball of happiness that you can look at all the time on your phone. And,
Right. So every time I'm out of town, my wife always, and a lot of times, sound check, it's crazy. I'm not able to do a video call, like day of gig or whatnot. But if I'm not able to answer, she always leaves a Google Duo message of all the kids, and they're all like, "Good luck, Daddy!" And it's like, oh man, dude, it makes me get up on that stage and just like rock my ass off, dude, because it's like a pump of like a shot of adrenaline, for me personally. So, yeah.
Well, I can't relate to any of this, but it sounds cool.
It's pretty cool, man. Just try it out.
Let me borrow yours, Driz.
Yeah, I got 3 of them. You can have one.
I'll have one.
Yeah, there you go.
We'll share.
Yeah. If you got brothers and sisters, you gotta be the uncle or aunt or uncle first.
Yeah, for sure.
That way you can try it out. You can give them back.
Exactly. Try it on or do the you get a dog. Parents love when you say that.
Well, shit, I feel like my kids like Dallas more than me. Every time I video call on the road, they're like, "Can we say hi to Dallas?" It's like, yeah,
Look
sure.
I'm a likable uncle, I guess. That's probably my role in life, to be honest. So touring. What's been going on in the touring world for Mojo? I know you guys have been out there a bit. I don't know. I guess you're off the road now.
Yeah, off the road right now. Our drummer's about to have his first baby.
You guys are running with Buck Cherry for a minute there, right?
Yeah. Our last 3 weeks we ran with Buck Cherry and Sumo Psycho, so that was pretty cool. We got to did a little bit of the Midwest, went all the way up to Maine.
Oh, nice.
Ate some lobster rolls. Came back down the East Coast.
Nice.
Did a bike week at Suck Bang Below, and then got to end the whole tour out at Welcome to Rockville in Daytona, which was super cool, man.
Well, that's all the way down the East Coast, yeah.
Before it started raining. Yeah, literally all the way down. Coast. Went all the way down it.
That's awesome, man. I'm wondering, with your extensive experience touring, what's some of the foods that stand out to you as like, oh, you gotta fucking try, this.
So
you mentioned the lobster roll, made me think of it. Yeah, that
lobster roll was a standout on the last tour.
Really?
Quite expensive, but I probably won't be able to afford to do it again. But it was worth it.
Not with kids now.
You got to do it. You got to do it once.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a standout. Have you guys ever played the Machine Shop?
No, we never have. When it comes to the States, we have not ventured too terribly far out from the Southeast yet.
So there's a steakhouse, like not a steakhouse, like a sandwich shop that makes cheesesteaks that's right next door.
Mm-hmm.
And the name of it is escaping me, but it's literally damn near shares a parking lot with the Machine Shop, and that's those sandwiches are solid.
Oh
man, we'll be having to try that then, I think, Triz.
Oh yeah,
you got to. I recommend maybe wait until after the show to eat it. It can be kind of a
gut buster,
heavy meal. Yeah, a little bit of a gut buster.
Followed by
get
a
the red
guster.
Yeah, get the peppers and get the red sauce, and then eat it after the show. Yes.
These sound like lessons you've learned firsthand.
Phenomenal. Yeah, definitely learned them the hard way.
This is coming from experience, I can tell.
Yeah. Man, we went. I don't think we were playing in Philly, but we were going through Philly, maybe on an off day or something. And we did the whole Pat's and Geno's. Speaking of cheesesteaks, we did the whole Pat's and Geno's thing. That was I don't know if y'all have ever done that.
No.
So there's these two of the oldest cheesesteak restaurants or whatever in Philadelphia, and they're like catty corner from each other, and bitter rivals. It's Pat's and Geno's. Pat's is on one side of the street, Geno's is on the other. And if you walk up to the window at Pat's, you got to know what to order. Otherwise, they will like cuss at you and tell you to get out of line and come back when you know what you're doing.
Very hospitable.
It's
typical Philly hospitality.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. And then they will make you get up and leave if you have a Geno sandwich in your hand, because that's beef right there, like literal
and figurative beef. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Have people lost their lives? Do you know off the top of your head? Because that would make this even more
probably
like a badass story.
I'm assuming that's where the flavor in the beef comes from.
That sounds more like if it was a New Jersey cheesesteak, people would be losing their lives. For
sure. Yeah. I've been watching The Sopranos here lately, so that's
yeah.
But no, man, I'm trying to think.
Have you guys
California?
I was just about to say out west, yeah.
San Diego, the California style tacos has got the French fries on it,
ooh,
and the guacamole and the fajita beef and stuff. And if you get that from the right hole in the wall down there, that's a pretty good taco right there.
Oh, nice.
Man. Yeah.
Have you guys been overseas at all yet?
We have not, man. I saw y'all just went to Europe. How was that?
We did, yeah. We just got back. We got back Sunday. It's Wednesday right now, the time we're recording.
Still recovering.
A couple days ago. But yeah, it was super fun, man. We played
a little bit of jet lag.
Yeah, we ran through the UK pretty good, and then down and finished with a Spanish festival. And man, it's different over there, but it was incredible. We like it a lot better.
Yeah, it's cool, man.
A lot better than here.
Crowd's pretty wild, like they say over there.
Yeah, I think so. For sure.
It's the hungry for new rock, like where here we find, unless you're established, it's so much harder to break through. Over there, they're just like, they just want to hear rock and roll, and they want to hear it live, and they want to hear it done well. That was really
They
cool.
want it.
And Spain
It's their
definitely
rock and roll, and they need it now.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And they like to see people rise, you know, like that they don't know about. It was crazy to go to Arezzo, which was where we were at, and like this small town in the mountains of outside of Bilbao.
Very small town, yeah.
And a lot of the people in the town knew who we were. It was like humbling and crazy. To have almost probably 2,000 people at that festival.
Yeah.
Like if you're talking.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean,
singing our words and shit. Like we're a new band, man. We've only been a band for our album came out like a little over a year ago. So
You're like, I don't even know the words.
yeah, no, we really don't.
Right?
Like, we're still learning the words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was a crazy experience. It was so cool because it was just kind of like, I guess we'll go out there, see what happens. And we had people at every venue and that had come out to see us and never been there. It was wild.
Yeah. It was
That's cool, man.
a really cool life experience. We were lucky to get the chance to go over there and do that. So we'll be going back there as soon as we can for sure.
Food in Spain is way better than
That's another, what reminded me. And you mentioned the lobster, and then I just thought of us in Spain a couple days ago and the food we had there, and that's what made me think of that food topic. But I know, you know, all of us here, we get the privilege to kind of travel around a lot, try a lot of different things, and see a lot of different things. So I wanted to hear your standouts. But I'm going to be trying that lobster roll. Did they pull it? Was it the kind of lobster they pull straight up from the dock, literally like one of those?
Yeah. I mean, it's fresh stuff. It's a place. The place we went was called High Rollers. It's it's a highly recommended spot. We asked, literally was sound checking. Asked the sound guy, was like, "Where's the best place? We want to get a lobster roll within walking distance of this venue right here." And that's the place he told us about.
Nice.
And it was badass, man. They got all the sauces. They got all kinds of different sauces and stuff that they put on there. We had some Old Bay sprinkled French fries, and like you could choose as many dipping sauces as you wanted to dip them French fries in. And I'm a big fan of variety, so that was awesome. I had
all the sauces.
I dipped some French fries in lobster ghee, which is clarified butter processed with lobster. So that was very indulgent. That was very decadent.
Ooh,
probably shouldn't have eaten that before the show.
Yeah,
but,
coating your vocal cords there.
yeah.
You're spitting
I'm
up
still
all night.
sweating that shit out.
Yeah, that's so that kind of reminds me of Spain in a sense. They eat lunch around 2:00, and so they had all the bands get together, and they fed us. And then when you thought there was nothing more coming out, more courses came out, and it was this like
It was like a parade
little
of food.
kitchen underneath this ancient building that you would never think there was a kitchen in there. And so it was us, and we were hanging out with the Electric Alley.
Yep.
And it was literally, they started with starters: bread, fresh cheese, and chorizo, which is different in Spain. I didn't know that. I'm thinking like, the hot, Mexican sausage. No, it's not spicy like that. It's red like it, but it ain't spicy like that. And then the salads and the tortilla, which is different there too. Tortilla there is like egg and egg, potato, and cheese.
Almost like
and it looks like
pie.
a cake, like a pie almost.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, man, and they were like, "Oh, you're not done eating, by the way. Here's another course. Oh, by the way, you're not done. Oh, and here's wine." And they're like just pouring wine and beer. And it's like 2:00.
Yeah.
I was like,
and then they were like, my favorite part was they were like, "All right, dinner's at 9." We're like, "Dude, we're going on stage at 9:45. There's no fucking way we're eating dinner at 9. Like, there's no way we're eating another meal at 9.
I didn't. Yeah,
I didn't need to eat for 24 hours,
dude. Yeah, I went back to the hotel room and slept before we went on.
Pack that shit up.
Yeah.
In a box.
Yeah,
Take it with me.
We'll take that to go for sure. But speaking of the machine shop and your hat, it's reminding me that's kind of a legendary rock venue. Do you guys have any favorite venues around the U.S. that you just always feel at home at?
That's definitely one. Kevin and Joanna that own that place, are badasses. They know how to treat their bands. I'm trying to think, man. There's been a lot of places, man, that treat us really well. Just off the last couple of like runs or whatever, there's a spot in Watertown, South Dakota, North Dakota, South Dakota, Watertown, South Dakota. called the Goss Opera House. It's badass. It's like a redone old school opera house from the 1800s. And
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
they and it's got a shower and it's got a washer and dryer in the green room.
All the
And,
important
Bonuses.
things. Yeah.
yeah, and
The little things.
oh, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful building. Very nice people. Always take good care of us. There's another place in Minot, North Dakota, called the Original Bar. That's a huge, badass stage, big square room. Got a little casino in the back. Owner's real cool. Feed you. Again, shower in the green room. Very key. If there are any venue owners or potential future venue owners in the listening right now or whatever, or that may listen to this, the shower is essential for all touring bands.
Oh yeah.
They will literally come back to your venue just for the
Just
shower.
for that. Yep. Yeah. It's
Exactly.
a big deal, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are busting around, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got a bus right before COVID, so that was interesting.
That was
But,
fun to make payments on it. Yeah.
Yeah, they were like, there's nothing that can go wrong with this. This makes complete financial sense as long as you guys can tour.
Right.
And then
Yeah.
And then they're
Yeah.
like,
the whole
we can't tour.
And then nobody figured, yeah. Oh,
they're
wait.
like,
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Well, obviously you've made it work, right? You still got the bus.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I lost a little bit of weight because we had to pay for that thing. No, I'm just kidding.
No more lobster rolls for you. Huh?
Yeah, no more laughter.
I guess that's why it was once, you know.
Nah, it worked out. It worked out.
So music wise, I know you guys had the self-titled came out late last year?
Yeah. August. We put that out in August of last year.
So
And then,
yeah, what's kind of on the horizon for you guys music wise?
We've been kind of sliding singles out here and there. We put one out in January called Strike Me. That was left off the record for whatever reason. You guys know,
Yep.
usually go in and record way too many songs. And that was one we felt like just missed the cut of the album, or like
Right.
that we kind of felt like should have been on the album maybe. And so we decided to just put it out as a single because it's 2022 and you can do that as many times as you want now.
Yeah, right.
Especially if you're an independent artist, so you can just put out music whenever you want.
That's what I was just about to ask you. Are you guys are still independent, right?
Yeah.
Is that
Completely
something
independent.
No, go ahead, sorry.
Oh no, I was just gonna say we started our own record label called Come On Records. When we did our first
Is that a play on words? Because if it is, I fucking love it.
I know where these
No,
babies are coming from.
Yeah.
There you go. I never even thought about that. No, it was a dumb thing we used to say. We used to be like, "Hey man, we'll go to the bar and drink," and somebody would be like, "Come on,"
Yeah.
Nice.
kind of like a hell yeah. And
Yeah.
then we did our first radio single, and our manager at the time was like, "Man, you need to come up with a record label name. You don't have a record label, and it looks better if you have, whatever records next to your name if it happens to chart or whatever." So
Right.
we're like, "Come On Records." That's the name of
Nice.
the name of the thing.
That's really cool.
And then
So in your opinion, I mean, what's the thought process behind staying independent as Blacktop Mojo in 2022?
well, like I just said, we're allowed to do whatever we want, put out music whenever we want. We've had friends that have signed a pretty major label deals and stuff like that have we've seen kind of go sideways from time to time. Like, they feel like they kind of get shelved, or they kind of get, they got a whole record done, but they can't put it out because they're just like, man, we're fighting with our label and they don't hear a single, or, whatever the reason may be. And we've never had to deal with that, and never had to deal with the horror stories. Plus, like, we own everything. So like, it might be like a way slower climb. We don't have the muscle to like open doors and be like, "Hey, we're going to be on Saturday Night Live next week." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
'Cause we're, on Universal or whatever that may be. But I mean, we own everything. So like as we keep slow and steadily growing, everything kind of back feeds, and everything grows a little bit. So every time you put out something new, you might catch some new people that never even heard of you before, and then they're like, "Oh, well, shit, they got 4 or 5 records out."
Yeah,
So
that's awesome.
I'm gonna go listen to all those.
Snowball effect for sure.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, we've had many talks about label. We're not opposed to a label if the right deal comes across, but at the same time, for that to happen would be like just one of those very rare things. So we've maintained our independence.
We're not. I would never shit on record labels either, man. Like,
yeah.
There's the
Except
right
for
deal
those
for
damn
everybody.
360 deals, man. Avoid those.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
That seems to be all that's going around.
You hear horror stories about that for sure.
Oh yeah, I've heard tons. Yeah.
But yeah, nobody should be dipping their hand into your touring or your merch or anything like that, man, because them guys,
they're not out there. Yeah.
they're not on that bus. They're in that van or
yeah. Yeah. Oftentimes sitting in office pretending like they're doing something for you, and then just reaping the rewards.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
For sure.
But
I don't know what they're doing exactly, but
yeah, me neither.
Cool record label stuff, man.
Yeah, just
not just labels,
saying they're an exec.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Got that in the
You never hear exec anywhere else except after the words record label. What's up with that?
Yeah.
You never hear like I'm the exec of Pfizer. Like you never hear that.
I'm an exec over at Microsoft.
Yeah, you never hear that. You only hear I'm a record label exec.
Yeah, I guess that's true. All right, so I have this question I always like to ask bands, and it's kind of a reoccurring question. So obviously life on the road is crazy, and you get really familiar with gas stations. So what are your top favorite gas stations and why? And who has the cleanest bathrooms?
Well, Buc-ee's in Texas.
I've heard amazing things about Buc-ee's, but we've never been.
The top of the top, as far as cleanest bathrooms and stuff go. We're a big fan of the Love's truck stop.
Okay.
Yeah, nice.
They are top of the heap, I think.
Yeah.
As far as truck stops go. I would slowly follow that up with Pilots. Pilots are pretty solid.
Yes, pretty solid.
Third place probably TA's, and then everything else is kind of tied for last place.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I don't know, and I've kind of grouped TA into that maybe too. I mean, no offense to TA, but
we got to get out to a Buc-ee's for sure.
I've been in some pretty nasty TA truck stop shower.
Gotcha. Yeah, and I think everyone probably has their nasty bathrooms. But overall,
on this last on this last run, I wish I could show y'all a picture of this shit. I walked through the shower. It was like 3 a.m. I'm just like, man, I stayed up so that I could get a shower. It's been like 3 days. Like, man, we didn't have like free showers. Well, our driver had platinum. They randomly will gift, like if you buy a certain amount of fuel or like whatever, they'll gift you like a platinum thing for the month on your card. So you'll get like unlimited showers.
Oh, so, man.
Our driver, we had spent enough money because diesel's $5 a gallon or $6 a gallon, whatever it is. And our driver had the platinum status. So everybody's fucking excited because they're like, man, we're getting free showers tonight. And normally they're like $15.
Yeah.
And so we go in there, everybody goes in, and boom, boom, boom. There's probably like 8 of us. And I'm the last one in there. I go up to the counter, and I've got his card, and it scans, but it doesn't go through. It doesn't show the platinum rewards. And they're like, man, sorry, like all you guys, I guess, used it up. We can't scan this again. You're going to have to pay. I'm like, this sucks, but I'm going to suck it up. I need a shower.
Yeah.
So I paid $15. I walk back into the shower, and on the soap dish in the shower, I'm like putting my stuff down. I'm getting ready to jump in the shower. And on the soap dish in the shower, there's like a bunch of those like little medical device things, like they stick on you for like heart monitoring and stuff like that. and they're just sitting in the soap dish, and they got like nipple hairs on them, and they're just like nasty, boy. And I'm pissed, dude. I'm just like, I'm not. I thought about it for half a second. I'm like, man, I just won't look over there. And then I was like, man, screw this. I paid $15. I want a good shower. And I went back up to the front. I took a picture of it. And I was like, man, there's like nipple hairs and shit everywhere in this shower. And the dude started laughing. He's like, I'm so sorry. They gave me a fresh one. But,
That's wild.
Oh man.
So when you started this,
probably the nastiest thing I've seen in the truck stop bathroom.
Yeah.
But it's the things that you can't see that really worries me sometimes. But
Right.
True.
Yeah.
if that's sliding through under somebody's radar, what are they missing in there? You know?
Right.
Yeah.
See, when you started the story, I half expected you to say someone's failed attempt at like a waffle stomp, you know?
Oh yeah, no. Luckily, I've never stumbled upon that. But there is plenty of time left.
Yeah, right?
There is.
Oh, shit. Okay, so have you ever been to like a Sheetz at all in the Carolinas?
Yeah. Sheetz is solid.
Sheetz is pretty
Sheetz is
solid.
solid.
Is that kind of like Buc-ee's or like similar
So
train?
Buc-ee's is like the size of Walmart, dude. Buc-ee's
Oh,
is
shit.
like huge. It's a Texas-based gas station, but they've got like all kinds of crazy shit in there. Fresh made beef jerky, fresh made fudge. They've got furniture in there. They've got all manner of stuff. And they usually have like 50 urinals in there and like 20 stalls in the bathrooms. Like that's their big thing. They got the cleanest bathrooms that you're going to find, and they're massive.
That's wild.
And it's always packed full of people. There's always, if you go during the daytime, there's always at least 100+ people in every Buc-ee's that you.
Well, the important question is, are they 24 hours?
Yes.
Good.
Oh,
Yes,
cool.
for sure.
Yeah. Word.
And you can walk up, and it's just like Sheetz. You can order food off the little touchscreen thing. 24 hours a day, you can order.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
We got on the road, man.
See, we love gas stations on the road. So like you're telling us about this, and it sounds like gas station mecca.
I've heard Buc-ee's.
Right?
Is
It
like,
is.
Yeah, they have
It
that.
really is, man. You gotta check it out. We saw one in I think we saw one in Florida. Like they're expanding and stuff. So
Good. Yeah. Man, and
you guys might have a Buc-ee's before too long.
I hope so, man.
I'm down.
That'll be our new place. But over in the UK, they had what they call services. So I guess it's what we would call a rest stop over here, where you would normally just get right off the interstate, and they have like vending machines or something over here. Over there, you get right off the interstate, and they have like a little. It's almost like a little outlet mall. They have like a Starbucks, a McDonald's, a Burger King, a convenience store, gas, and always a hotel as well.
Yes,
They
and
have
all those
all of
American stores he just said. Yes,
Yeah,
Burger King. I couldn't believe how many Burger Kings we saw out there. KFC, Starbucks,
we had
McDonald's.
Burger King so fucking much.
Oh, dude. Oh.
But I loved that you could. I got to get rid of this thing on the screen here. I love that you could go like the hotel, the gas, the food. It was all one thing. Like, because
That's awesome.
over here you have to constantly go to 3-4 different places. Like,
Unless you're in just like a cluster of truck stops where there's like Super 8s and stuff around.
right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That was refreshing to say the least. We also discovered our new favorite hotel, Travel Lodge, where we successfully stored 5 grown men in a room,
Yes,
and we all had a mattress.
That's an accomplishment.
So,
Oh, wow.
so we had a driver there, Captain Fury. Shout out to Captain Fury. And so when you get a room, you can request an extra 2 beds per room. So we requested 2 for ours and then 2 for his. And then we check into the hotel, take the 2 out of Captain Fury's room, squeeze those into the...
Yep. You find us putting mattresses under desks.
Yeah.
Just wherever the fuck we can fit us, man.
Yeah.
Little slumber party, dude.
Anything to save a buck over there, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, I can't even imagine right
It was
now,
expensive getting over there, and it was expensive getting around with gas over there, man. We did the conversion. It's like over here, I think it's a little over 4 a gallon, and we're all upset. Over there, it's somewhere between 10 and 12 a gallon.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's wild, man.
Blows.
Driving a Mercedes Sprinter van around the entire,
Yeah.
country and shit, it's like, yeah, man, it adds up pretty quick.
Yeah, I can imagine.
How is well, you guys started your Buck Cherry tour right around the time gas started getting real bad.
Yeah. Well, we did a run in March, and it was kind of looking like it was climbing, and then we were like, surely it'll get better by the time we go out with Buck Cherry.
Ooh,
and then
way
it
worse.
like doubled. So yeah. Yeah, definitely. If you're going out and seeing live bands, definitely buy T-shirts because they need it.
Oh,
right
we do. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, man, as we wrap up here, I don't want to keep you all night. I want to hear from you, kind of what's next for you guys besides taking us on the road and being our best friends.
Yeah.
What's next for you
sure.
guys? I'm kidding, by the way, everyone.
No, yeah.
That's why your fingers
got?
are crossed.
We got some more.
Right?
Yeah. No. No, we got some more singles coming out. We're about to hit the West Coast. We haven't been to the West Coast since before COVID. So,
oh wow,
we got a show. Pretty excited about. We got a show at the Whiskey Go Go.
Very cool.
LA. That's always kind of been a bit of a bucket list thing. You know, you kind of want to see your name up on that marquee.
Yeah,
like
for sure.
so many other bands you look up to and stuff like that. It's always cool playing like a historic type of place like that.
Yeah.
And then just the drive up the West Coast is awesome.
It's gorgeous. Yeah.
Yeah. But we got the West Coast tour. Tickets are on sale now at blacktopmojo.com. Check it out.
There we go.
Please go check them out.
We'll make sure we bleep that part out.
So what's the best place people can go to directly support the band for merch and donations, etc.?
Blacktopmojo.com. We got everything pretty centrally located there. Tour dates, we got T-shirts, merch, all that kind of stuff. And then just be on the lookout. We just released a single this morning, actually. Not single, but new video this morning for our song on our last album called "Darling I Won't Tell," and it's part of a 3-song two songs in the interlude on our record. That was kind of I'm not smart enough to write a whole concept album, but those 3 songs are all kind of one story, and
awesome.
we did like a cartoon, like an animated video for all 3 of the tracks or whatever, and put it all together. And the final piece of it came out this morning. It's called "Darling I Won't Tell." Check it out on YouTube.
Awesome.
Cool. Yeah,
we might have to do a reaction video.
Have to do a reaction video. To
that.
Yeah, man.
Heck yeah.
Awesome, man.
That's so
cool. Matt,
cool.
Thank you so much, brother.
Really appreciate your time.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man. We'll be staying in contact.
Studio setup, man.
Oh yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, for sure. Built it ourselves.
Yeah.
Aren't we proud?
We are proud.
Yeah.
Well,
we're in here sweating balls and putting up drywall and
that's how you got to do it, man.
And writing new songs for the new album.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
It was like railroad songs, like one of those.
Yeah, I'm up all night.
Yeah. That's the true spirit of independent music is being a carpenter, bus mechanic,
graphic designer,
guitar tech,
graphic designer, guitar tech, and then somewhere in there you got to learn how to play and write music. That's
Seems
I can't
like
take credit for that. Buddy Nathan Hunt from Shaman's Harvest, he said that on his Facebook the other day. But
seems like sometimes
no truer words have been typed out.
It's so true, so true. It seems like sometimes the writing and the artist kind of comes last some days, you know?
Yeah.
Some days, yeah.
All this other stuff's got to get done.
Yeah, you got to do all the not fun stuff.
I know.
Every now and then you get to write music and play shows and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, man, thank you so much for being here. We'll stay in touch and we'll talk to you soon. All right.
All right, man.
All right. Safe travels. Enjoy fatherhood.
Enjoy fatherhood. Yeah.
No, it's fun. It's the best ever.
Stop coming on records. All right, man. We'll catch you later.
All right. See ya.
All right, brother. Later, man.
Well, what a riveting interview. That was really fun. Such a cool guy. Man, what were some big takeaways you had from that?
Yeah, man, I just love talking touring with other people, you know?
Yeah, right?
Especially as we're kind of new to it, so it's nice to talk to people who've been around the block a little bit and get their insights on kind of what's going on. But what's going on with us? Blacktop Mojo, by the way, our new favorite band of the week. We have to mention that real quick one more time.
Yes, one more time, at least.
That's what's going on with us.
Right?
Great band.
Yeah, so what's going on with us? Man, we've been working on some new music. We've been we're really kind of putting our heads together, getting this deluxe edition going.
Yes, Dirty Damn Tricks Deluxe Edition coming soon. Don't have a date yet.
Yeah.
But soon. Hey, we're independent. It'll be whatever we want it to be. How about that?
Right? Whenever we decide.
In other news, we have named our record company. We have our own record company, LXIX Records.
Yep, LXIX.
It needs no explanation. That's just what we called it.
It needs explanation if you are lacking some Bryce Hills.
Oh, they'll figure it out. Or someone else will tell them. But we're not. LXIX Records. I'm super pumped to be a part of it.
And you could just say Lick Six.
Lick Six Records.
Pull your pants down, you just say
Lick Six. It's actually kind of cool. I like that.
Yeah.
So that'll be where the deluxe edition's coming out through Lick Six Records, as well as all future musics that we create.
All future endeavors.
Shall we talk about some table candy?
So we had discussed a guitar, and I may have spoiled it, but it might have been bleeped. What exactly it is for our non-paid viewers. It wasn't bleeped. Okay, well, anyways, we'll go ahead and get this guitar down that ended up making it to Europe in time, right?
Right. Well, at this point, you have seen the pictures of us in Europe, and you have seen this bad boy here. Very excited to unveil the official More Paul. This is the Dallas Dwight signature. It's the only guitar in the entire world that looks like this. And it's a very special project. It's as much Drizz's as it is mine. It couldn't have been done without him. And we had a lot of fun putting this together over the last few weeks. Back at the headstock, look at that. Lovely.
Oh, man.
So we had another guitar that we were starting to do something like this with. And for whatever reason, didn't get, as far down the road as we would have liked. So it also was not a Les Paul shape, and it was important to me to have a Les Paul shape for this band. So we tracked this one down at a pawn shop. Driz found it. And
it happened to be a really nice, affordable one.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of lemons out there, especially at $1,000 price point, brand new.
Right.
But
decided we would pick it up, turn it into a sticker guitar.
Yeah.
This is not. I like to make this kind of delineation. This is not stickers on a guitar. This is a true sticker guitar. So what we did is we stickered the whole body. It just kind of looks like this table here. That's kind of what it looks like when it was normal. We stripped the whole thing, put stickers all over it, and then we've clear coated over all the stickers. So if you see the light hits it, it's real shiny, right?
Oh, yeah, very polished.
It's clear coat on top of those stickers. So these stickers are a part of this thing now. We also have the gold knobs. Now this is actually not 100% complete. We have a couple little things. We actually have gold pieces that are going to replace these silver pieces here. Oh, that's it, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's up to you how much more you want to do to it. It's completely functional right now.
We may coat on some more.
Yeah.
Clear coat, make it a little thicker. But other than that, this it was UK ready. We got it ready to go. Played well.
It's snarled, man. It sounded so good.
Yeah. If you see any of the pictures from the UK, you'll see this guitar on it, and we are calling it the More Paul.
And it's definitely more, man. Oh, yeah, we got it.
It's got the little signature there. It's a little out of focus, but you see there.
Let's see. Put it in front of that GoPro.
In front of the GoPro. There it is.
Yeah.
Signature truss rod cover.
Gibson. Oh, it's a Gibson.
We played I have them on all three of my Gibsons, and we played the Blind Tiger, and I was kneeling down tuning, and one of the guys in the front row was like, "Whoa, whose signature model is that, dude?" And I was like, "That's mine."
Yeah.
And he goes, "Whoa."
It's
and
really,
I'll never forget it.
It's really rare to actually get a signature model from Gibson. It's one of those
right, which is not at all what this is. This is just a truss rod cover that I put on there.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Etsy. We've got so many cool things off of Etsy.
I know, right?
Yeah, just custom stuff.
Shit.
Yeah.
Okay, but you got one too.
Yeah, I got a new one. I got rid of a couple
guitars.
Yeah. All right. So pulling down off the wall here.
All right. Hey, that looks good.
We'll get this view. Yeah. This is an Eastman SB59V. So that's a solid body, 1959 Les Paul type guitar.
Yeah, nice and heavy too.
V for vintage. Yes, it is a solid guitar.
V for vag. Yes, very
V
good.
for, vintage vagina. It's a double V. Yeah. So I got rid of that walnut PRS that I had. It has been on the show, and I got rid of
like an SG.
kind of SG
That was in
vibes.
one of our videos,
yeah.
right?
It was in our playthrough.
Our playthrough.
Yeah,
that's
for
right.
Guitar World. And it had the really nice pickups in it. I will miss those pickups, but I can always buy more.
Well, these are.
And I got
great
rid
too,
of the
though.
Cutlass, the Music Man Cutlass.
I like that one a lot too.
Yeah, but I liked this more.
Oh, you got those nice pickups in there too now, right?
Yeah, this one has some killer pickups in it. It sounds amazing, and I've never picked up a Les Paul, a Gibson, or any other, and played a chord and go, I'm buying this guitar right now.
Mm-hmm.
Till I played this one.
Nice.
And it's not just because it's Eastman. It's literally just the quality. I haven't picked up a Lemon yet. It's they just their QC is second to none. And I wish it was American made. I really
And
do.
you said you got that one new, right?
Yeah, I got this. This is brand new. It's kind of got a little bit of road wear on it, just kind of done
And that's
in the
part
factory.
of the design. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll see like belt buckle wear and stuff in it.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Buckle
really cool
rash.
guitar. It sounds great, and it'll be fun to have two real Les Paul and a Les Paul looking
From the back,
100% Les Paul,
Pauls.
100% Les Paul sounding. I mean, it sounds phenomenal. You wouldn't know with your eyes closed. So, yeah.
So a couple sick new axes. I have two new ones I got down at my studio as well. But they, if you're a fan of the LA, maybe you'll probably never see them. They're just well, you'll hear it. The little acoustic I got a Taylor GS Mini, the Koa, which also kind of looks like this table. And that is what's being used on all the acoustic versions of the songs that will be on the deluxe edition.
Yeah, and I heard it yesterday. Oh, dude, that little thing sounds amazing.
I love the GS Minis.
Yeah.
They sound so good.
Yeah.
And they're so easy to play.
And it doesn't sound mini. It's
just nice to have a little mini next to you that you can just grab to write a song real quick,
Yeah.
or to bang out some.
Or to take in a
chords,
van
whatever.
if we have interviews, and we're going to do an acoustic version.
And they sound
right?
incredible.
Exactly.
It looks good too.
Yeah. It's that I love your gold top. Your gold top is
Les Paul.
Yeah, your Les Paul gold top.
Yep.
That
was
one
a 2014. It's very heavy. It's the one Les Paul I have that is pretty heavy.
Yeah.
I have three.
Probably not chambered at all.
No,
Right,
the standard, which we call Tiger, that one's pretty heavily chambered and it's not very heavy at all.
Yeah.
And then this one behind me is actually not heavy either, really.
Yeah. And that might just because that one doesn't have the maple cap on it. Maple's really heavy.
Right.
So that one might not actually even be chambered. Just
Yeah, I guess there's
mahogany
really
tends
no way
to
to
be
know, huh?
quite a bit lighter.
Unless you like saw it in half.
Yeah.
And you'd have to saw it in half that way. Like,
Yeah, probably.
let's test it. Not after all the work we put on that. That was a few months of work.
Oh yeah, definitely. And a few $100s in parts and supplies,
stuff, yeah.
right? So
Which altogether, that guitar costs surprisingly little money.
yeah. Surprisingly little for how good it sounds.
Under $1,000, I would say well under $1,000
Yeah.
for a Gibson Les Paul that looks like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now the hours we put into it, that totals over $1,000 for sure.
Oh, definitely.
My
But,
hourly rate is $600 an hour. So.
But I know it's dear to you. I walked into your studio and it's plugged up and that's what you're tracking new demos with. And
well, I kind of go through phases of like pretty much what I track with in my studio is whichever guitar's next to me.
Okay,
so
gotcha.
it just depends on what's next
Gotcha.
to me, and that one just happened to be next to me. But yeah, it's already, it was put through the ringer on the UK and it survived. So if those, I'm pretty hard on my instruments.
How did it hold tune? Was it
Fine. Yeah.
fine? Oh, awesome.
Just as well as any other guitar I have, for sure. No problems
that's
at
great.
all. The new strings will stretch sometimes, but other than that, it's no problems.
Oh, yeah. Well, I have to ask because Gibson's kind of notorious because of the angle of that headstock and everything to kind of have tuning stability issues.
I think those locking tuners pretty much alleviate that.
Okay.
I have locking tuners on all three Les Pauls, and I don't have tremendous issues, really, so often, unless the strings are either really new or really old.
Yeah.
And then that's the same on pretty much any guitar.
And those pearly gates, man, little lower output, but they really
They sound good.
I remember
By
when
the
we
way,
were,
I did not go back and change the quad.
yeah.
I was gonna, and then we played a show, and I was like, I don't think I need to. It sounds fine.
Yeah, once the volume
I didn't
was there
adjust it.
with it. So it was crazy. I had gotten done wiring it. It was late at night. We were hanging out just before leaving for the UK. Really,
it's like the night or two before, I think.
2 before, yeah. And we plug it up afterwards, and you're like, oh, man, it feels a little lower output, and it is. I feel like it is, but again, when you're doing it through studio monitors, and it's just kind of like, not crazy loud.
Right.
The guitar's not, responding to itself, through the monitors because it's not loud enough.
You're not getting the full like oomph.
Yeah, exactly. But the second you plug that in at our first show, in the UK, it was
Chester.
Yeah, Chester.
Yeah. And I was wireless for
turned
Chester.
It up. Yeah, that's right.
I wasn't wireless for any of that. I was wireless for the smallest stage we played.
Right.
Unfortunately, for the biggest stages, I was wired up. Although it didn't seem to hold us back too much, thankfully.
Yeah, when we say tough on gear, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh yeah, your cable broke that night. We rock our asses off.
Yeah.
But yeah, he turned it up in the monitor, and it was just like, it had breathing room.
Right.
Right, and it just. The guitar came alive.
Yeah,
I
prefer those
awesome.
Those kind of lower output pickups to the higher ones for sure.
Yeah.
The higher ones just end up feeding back all the time. They're almost hard to control.
Yeah.
And it's like it doesn't give me enough of what I want to want to have to deal with that.
Yeah. One thing I noticed that I loved about those pickups too was like when you went to go to your clean patches,
mm-hmm.
they sounded just like a hair cleaner
mm-hmm.
at those volumes. Case in point, when we go to do the what section is it?
Only 2 times I'm
intro to when
the
intro to when I'm gone.
Yep.
Okay. And you were playing that part, and I was listening to it, and I was like, oh man, that sounds a little different, just a little different, and
right.
maybe I'm just crazy, but in a good way.
I'm sure it sounds a little different. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Man, I felt really good about the shows themselves over there. It felt like we were really dialing stuff in.
Yeah.
Every show was better than the last one, or at least we had talked about something and then put it into effect.
Yes.
So it's like each show, it's like, okay, well, last night we did this. Maybe let's try this. Let's try it tonight.
Yeah.
And we just kept doing that. And by the end, it was like, yeah, we're feeling like things are flowing tight now.
One of the highlights for me was at the Waterloo when we were all together at Oh Sugar,
mm-hmm.
and we had stepped back, and Rasan, was kind of playing his bass solo, and then we come up together, and then Goliath comes under my legs,
and
his
that was really funny.
going like that, and I just I'm like hip thrusting in the air. Yeah, people were laughing,
and I realized after it got a big laugh from the people in the front row. I realized if you were more than 2 or 3 rows back, you couldn't see. You had no idea what he was doing, but you just saw everyone in front of you laughing. And
yeah.
But that was really funny. Yeah.
It was so
cool. That. There's always little funny moments like that in our set, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Well, at this point, I think it's time to say bye to our free viewers. Yes.
Congratulations on being a free viewer.
Yes.
Now it's time to head over to the VIP. Let's do that. And now.
Hey everybody, thank you so much for watching the latest episode of your new favorite band. This is the end of the free content.
But if you want to unlock the full uncut versions of every episode, head over to lamaybe.com/VIP and sign up for our membership. For $7 a month, you'll get extended episodes of our podcast, a bonus episode every month, plus exclusive merch. You'll also be supporting us and helping us continue to stay on the road and make new music. And for that, we're eternally grateful. So thank you.